big vehicles today. They're all front-wheel driven, they all have 3 rows of seating, but it's 2 diesel automatics versus 1 petrol hybrid. We're doing our regular performance, handling and ride quality tests today, but the real question is, are these 2 sports utility vehicles going to justify that S in their acronyms, or is the MUV going to come in and slander some reputations? Starting things off, of course, with our cornering test, and the first car that we're going to look at is the Toyota Innova HyCross. It's never been to the corner before, and that run was at 60 kmph. Stepping speeds up now to 65 kmph, and the Innova runs a little wide. It can't hold its line and it clips that last cone. So 65 kmph and 1 cone clipped is the Innova's results. Moving on then, the next car we're going to look at is the XUV700, and that's it doing 60 kmph. The XUV700 has been here before, however that was in its all-wheel drive, guys. This is the diesel automatic with front-wheel drive only. Moving on to 65 kmph, and the XUV runs quite a bit wide at 65 kmph. It can't hold its line and it clips 2 cones at 65 kmph. The last car we're going to look at is, of course, the Tata Safari. It's the newest updated of the lot, and that's it doing the corner at 60 kmph. Quite stable, holding a nice tight line. And at 65 kmph, well, things were pretty much the same. It managed to hold a nice tight line, no cones clipped at 65. So the Tata Safari is definitely winning this round. Do you want to see it doing 70 kmph? Well, you're going to have to wait for that till the end of this video.
In our acceleration tests, it's the best accelerating variant of the Innova HyCross and the sole Safari automatic transmission on the start line. The XUV700 has an even quicker petrol 80 option, but as you'll see from the figures on the table, the XUV didn't need its A game in this test. The XUV700 diesel automatic wins this test then. The Hybrid HyCross comes in a close second, while the Safari comes in third place. In the braking department, the XUV700 again dominated the competition. It was clearly the better braking car. The Safari was second best, and the Innova came in third place. In the ride quality tests, it was the Innova that came up trumps. Yes, despite being an MUV, it managed to save the most water. The XUV700 was again second place, saving 260 ml of water. The Safari rides a little more heavier through the big bumps, and so it spilled the most, saving only 225 ml of water in this test. In the real world, the Safari has the most side-to-side movement in the cabin and actually feels like an old-school ladder frame SUV in many ways. The suspension complains the loudest over big bumps, and even at lower speeds out of the 3, the most of the road surface is felt in the Safari. The XUV700's cabin is quieter than the Safari, both from road imperfections as well as engine noise. It also rides quiet over smooth roads and only complains a little over really bad stuff. The Innova aced the rough road bit, and you feel the least up and down or side to side motion in this cabin. It's also the quietest of the 3. In the city and on the highway, this is the car that will be the most comfortable on long journeys. Time then for the results, but after a quick recap, which shows us that the Safari won the cornering test and its weaknesses were its acceleration and ride quality when compared to the other 2. The Innova rides the most comfortable, but its weakness is in its braking performance. The XUV700 won both the acceleration and braking tests, but its weakness was its cornering ability. And when the points are tallied, it's the XUV700 that wins. The HyCross is just 1 point behind in second, and a further 1 point separates the Safari. So this was a close one. And since it was so close of a battle, and I'm sure if you wanted to pick one out of these three cars, you still may be confused. So Tushar and Arun have discussed this performance as well as all other factors like space, their practicality, and their pricing as well. So do check out the links in the video description for that video. Of course, like, subscribe, and share this video and let us know in the comment section what you think we should corner next. And finally, it's time for that bonus round.
And for the bonus round, the winner of our cornering test, the Tata Safari. Not bad, 70 kmph and just that last cone clip. Pretty impressive.